Welcome back to the Triple Threat Podcast presented by Betalytics Sport Betting. Before we get started, I do want to say that we are in my apartment again.
The transition has now begun.
Yes, we will be in a different... This will be for...
Temporary.
A couple weeks or a few weeks. And then we will be in our next studio. So that's in the process of happening. That's why we're here.
More importantly, we don't even need to talk about that. We need to talk about the fact that my Steelers had the craziest way to end the regular season was that game, and the fruits of my labor.
Heartbreaking.
You get to see Jake.
I'll get to see this man in a Steelers jersey. It's just glorious. And the fun part is T.J. Watt, the guy that caught the interception.
Yeah.
Ain't that fun?
Yeah, it's so fun.
But anyway,
I'm having so much fun wearing
Before we get into everything else we got going on today, we got to talk about that game. So, highlights, lowlights,
That's the only game we haven't
all that
talked about.
stuff. That's the only game we haven't talked about. So we have free reign to talk as much as we want.
All right, the lowlights. Kyle Hamilton went out, and our defense couldn't get a stop. Our defense was not good enough to win that football game, even though I thought they were. But once Kyle Hamilton left, they're not. They were very reliant on Kyle Hamilton. And they can't get a pass rush with just 4 players, which if you can't do that, you're probably not going to do anything. So with that, I mean, the highlights, Lamar played great. Derrick Henry played great. Anyone that says Lamar can't win or play big in big games and all he does is choke, watch the fourth quarter of that game. He gave them 3 opportunities to win that football game.
He is not wrong.
He literally broke a sack where there was combined over 600 pounds of muscle.
To rights.
And he escaped and threw a 50-yard bomb.
I wish you recorded. Oh my god, that game had me heated.
I can't believe that
play had
happened,
me heated.
But anyone that says he can't do that in big games is just lying and is a Lamar hater, because he's his teammates have let him down more than he's played terrible.
He went up against a legend.
Top five, some people would say.
I'd say top 5.
And Aaron Rodgers, baby. Every time Aaron Rodgers saw that Lamar was just wheeling and dealing and getting touchdowns, Aaron was like, all right, I guess I got to pick up my bootstraps and carry us this dub.
Aaron Rodgers also knew that Kyle Hamilton wasn't out there, so he could do whatever he wants.
Can I tell you something? I hate to disrespect Kyle Hamilton.
Don't you dare disrespect
Time out. No, this is not disrespect to Kyle Hamilton.
You just said you were going to disrespect him.
I think you're going to take it as disrespect. He did play against players like Ed Reed and all these legendary centers, like safeties that are a little bit better than him.
Aaron Rodgers didn't. He didn't play Ed Reed that many times.
He played against him.
Probably a
Cam Chancellor, all these legendary defenders.
But that's
why would Kyle Hamilton scare him?
I will say to Jake's point, that era of football was completely different to the era of football we play now.
No, that's what I'm
completely
different. No. That's what I'm saying though. Is that's
But that's not what I'm saying.
But
that's what he's saying.
I'm saying something. I'm saying just because he wasn't in the game, yes, it was a big impact for. He's an amazing safety of today. He's an amazing safety. I'm not going to discredit him for that.
Best safety. He's better than Derwin James.
It's conversation.
That's a very close debate. They're both amazing. I'm not going to discredit either one. But when you have it this is why people were talking about with Joe Flacco last year. It's like with all these defenders of today. It's like Joe Flacco's seen some insane defenses. So why would he be nervous about some of these defenses today, which people were calling a lot less softer than they were back then?
I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers has to be scared. I'm just saying
he was
saying the defense without Kyle Hamilton was not good. So if Kyle Hamilton's not out there,
listen, man,
he's covering up the fact that we can't get home with four pass rushers.
Okay, but here's the thing.
And not blitzing.
But now that's the problem. But now what you're doing is you're discrediting Aaron Rodgers' performance because Kyle Hamilton was on the field.
I'm not discrediting his performance.
All I was doing is defending
Aaron Rodgers. The main reason why Aaron Rodgers could do whatever he wants with MVS, Adam Thielen, Calvin Austin,
was more
Let's
Calvin
be-
Austin than anybody else.
Calvin
but
Austin
Let's be
Calvin
real.
Austin had a game.
Let's be honest here.
Let's go.
I don't think anyone really expected them to be that efficient on offense without DK. They didn't run the ball particularly well. Warren had moments, but no one expected that to be that efficient with those. Like, everyone expected the
I'm not
Ravens
gonna
to
get my
have
point across, but
to
it's fine.
be at an advantage without DK out there.
And now we get DK back in the playoffs.
So
Ain't life?
I'm not discrediting Aaron
Unless he decides
Rodgers.
to do something stupid again.
Yeah, who knows?
We never know.
I wasn't trying to discredit Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying
I understand what you're doing. I was just trying to make sure,
is
like,
so not. It's not
as a
good
whole.
without Kyle. So the fact that he went out,
But I hear what you're saying.
all the advantage went to Pittsburgh.
I
at
hear
that
what you're
point.
saying. The first quarter, the first half, Kyle Hamilton being in the game, we weren't getting much offense going in that quarter. But you really, once you know that guy's out, you still got to play the game.
It was
Because we still could have folded the game regardless if Kyle Hamilton was in or out.
This was like the
You can't
least
deny
Steelers
that.
game I've ever
I
seen.
know, but if Kyle was out there, I think they would.
I don't disagree with you, but the thing is, we have to play who's out there.
I know.
And Gilman was still out there. Roquan Smith was still out there.
no.
You still
I'm
had
just,
guys out there playing defense, so it's not like it was like Roquan Smith was out, Gilman was out. You still had Humphrey was out. You had all your guys, most of your guys.
I'm just saying that the Ravens didn't have their best player on the field who plays every position. Is probably the best blitzing safety.
And the thing is, nobody's
And
denying that.
They can't get home with 4 pass
But
rushers. Aaron Rodgers was doing
don't
whatever he
disagree.
wants because
What I'm saying
there
is
was no pressure.
what I'm saying
he was
is
just
no
sitting
one's
back there
denying that.
drinking cocktails.
Yeah, what I'm saying is no one's denying that, but you're belittling what he did
I'm not
because Kyle
belittling.
Hamilton's out. Yes, you are.
Just
Because you're making it. No, Jake. Let me explain how it sounds. It sounds like when Kyle Hamilton went out, when Aaron Rodgers was doing what he was doing in that third and fourth quarter, it was because your defense was only missing one guy, and so because of that, you're like, oh, that game wasn't like if we were at full strength, it'd be a completely different game, which it could have been a completely different
would have
game.
been. That's
but
the best player.
Aaron Rodgers has to play who's still out there, and you still had 3 top guys on your defense, and I didn't even mention Nate Wiggins or Malachi Starks.
I know that, Jesse.
So
but
the fact of the matter is you're gonna keep nitpicking that. When the fact of the matter is, Kyle Hamilton went out, and
answer
Aaron
this.
Rodgers had a great game.
does it make a huge difference if TJ Watt's not out there?
I think
for the most part,
with the defensive pieces we have, I think we'll be fine if KJ Watt was in the game.
For the most part, if your best defensive player is not out there, does
It's
that
because we
make
have
an
Highsmith,
impact?
so I would be
I
fine
would say
personally.
Highsmith's their best this year.
I'd be fine personally. Highsmith's been the better player all year than TJ Watt.
Okay, but I'm just saying. Okay, I'm saying that's fair. But I'm saying that's not what I was doing. I said that earlier. I'm not discrediting Aaron Rodgers for what he did. He still has to go out there and execute.
Did you have him?
I'm not saying he played. He played great.
No.
No, I picked the Lions.
No, did you? No. Did you have?
Oh, did we have TJ Watt against the Lions?
No.
No, we did not.
Yeah.
No, we did not.
They did fine.
But
But that was also a horrible game by us. Again,
You won.
don't know how we won that. Again, like I said, don't know how we won that game. But that's another story for another
I
day.
will say, the Steelers of late, this was a very un-Steelers-like game.
It was just a
Not a great
disgusting-
defense,
it
but
was just a
amazing
disgusting
offense.
game.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was just
It's
disgusting.
the last so
I
ever
thought it was
since
a
Ben
very Steelers game.
ever since Ben Roethlisberger retired, it's felt like it's been more rely on defense and your offense will fill in the bank.
That I can attest to that.
But that's
I
been
can,
the
I can
Steelers.
attest to that.
Their defense has always been better than their offense.
But that's what I'm saying. This game was a
I
very
will-
offensive.
I think-
That's
For the
why I'm
most
saying
part.
this was on defense.
I will-
Steelers like because it was a lot of their offense.
You were
in this
right,
game.
and you were right. But he's talking about when the Ben Roethlisberger days, like I was just talking about before camera, with us having
Like
Le'Veon
Hills.
Bell, Antonio Brown. I think we had Heath Miller in there for some time.
That's what I said for the
And-
most part. Besides that,
That's what I was. I
Yes.
said like
Few years.
ever since
Yeah,
then,
there were a
it's
few
been all their
years. There was a
defense.
few years
But this time I-
that we saw. We weren't even going to talk about when we got the 4 chips way back in like the 1900s. I can't even test about that. I know Terry Bradshaw was a dog, and that's about it. But I know for the era that I did see that Ben Roethlisberger, we had an offense that was competent and a defense that was competent. And to Michael's point, since Ben Roethlisberger has retired, we have been heavily relying on our defense to win games.
Yeah.
That I can attest
I was
to.
just saying how this game did not seem like that. It was it was your offense that kept you in the game because you was going blow for blow.
It was. Fourth quarter, it was tit for tat. You had a touchdown, I had a touchdown. You had a touchdown, I had a touchdown.
Yeah,
that's what it was, back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I think the first half, for most of that game, it was a defensive game.
To end this, because we're going to be talking too much about this game, man. You
That's
know,
the game we have to talk
the
about.
Steelers got it done. The games that the Lions and the Ravens game, last game of the season, I expected those both to be losses. So the fact that they pulled out a win and now we have a home game going into the playoffs. Yes, it is against the Texans, so I'm not excited about it, and we'll talk about it when we get to our picks for that. But Aaron Rodgers went on a high note. Aaron Rodgers did what Aaron Rodgers does. This is why he's and now depending on how we do in the playoffs, he's going to be contemplating whether he wants to retire, which I think that'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
So, as a fan, and you hear Aaron Rodgers says, I want to come back and play.
I don't think I would, with how good he has played this season, I wouldn't be mad if he did come back.
Okay, what if
I
Mike
think
Tomlin's
even
not
if
there?
it's like a journeyman and he was and we get a rookie and then he if it's Will Howard that takes over the reins at some point and then he's just there kind of just being the guy helping him out as a mentor, I wouldn't be mad at it. If he is the starter,
What if
also,
you go out and
I'm
draft,
not mad at it.
Beck, Carson.
I just don't know if we're gonna draft another quarterback. I feel like
I think he could be like a 6th round
I agree. I just think
not saying he. I don't.
Will Howard.
The first round I lost.
I feel like we have to at least let him have a chance to go out there and see what he can do. I feel like that he given that we haven't seen any of him pretty much this season. Because I don't think he played the preseason. I think it was all Skylar Thompson stuff from that point. Yeah. So
Well, to be fair, if you get rid of.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph and get another running back.
Yeah, he'd be
another quarterback.
Yeah, he'd be number 2.
You can get one more quarterback in the draft and.
Yeah, true. I
have a competitive race after.
I would want to see Will Howard have a shot because I feel like we just haven't seen him play in the NFL level. So I feel like I want to see what he can do with the pieces that we have before me to say, oh yeah, we should probably let him skedaddle. And you were saying Mike Tomlin.
I'm curious. Just I'll re-ask this question.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of a two-parter.
Go ahead.
Do you want Tomlin to come back? And would it matter with Rodgers if Tomlin? Would you want Rodgers back if Tomlin's not there? I don't know if Rodgers would come back.
You bring in Mike McCarthy.
Let me answer. That's funny.
No, with Rodgers.
It'd be funny. Let me answer this. Let me answer this question. Would I be mad if Tomlin is back on the squad next year?
No matter how it ends.
Yes and no. There are a lot of rumors out there that saying he's probably going to take an analyst job in either ESPN or some other sports place.
He'd be great on TV.
He'd probably be very good on TV. So I wouldn't.
His one-liners are.
I was going to say
he's one of those guys.
I was nervous with Saban at first because of how their personality is, but if he's with how he's doing, I don't see why Tomlin wouldn't do well.
Yeah. So
I think Tomlin's a little less grumpy than Saban was.
That's what I'm saying though. If Saban's been good, then Tomlin,
he would definitely be
more
good
so
on TV.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just letting y'all finish your thoughts. I think. Truly, for both Rodgers' decision and Tomlin's decision, it depends on how we do in the playoffs. I think if we're a wild card exit, definitely could see both of them being gone. I think kind of what we're gonna get to the John Harbaugh stuff in a second, but I feel like a lot of people are saying his time is about done in Pittsburgh. I think it is not that to say that he's doing a bad job and he got us to another 10-7 record, but it's just I think there's a time when you need to move on from a coach and get somebody new in the building, getting a new fresh sense, culture, and all that stuff. So in that sense, it wouldn't surprise me. Now, if we get to praying to the moon here, AFC Championship, then we could have conversations about if Tomlin could stick around for a little bit. And Rodgers, if Rodgers wants to stay back, we'll take him back in open arms. But if it is a goodbye, we appreciate what he did. I'm not gonna. I think I'm still under the premise that I want a younger guy just for longevity of a franchise. But for what Aaron Rodgers did this year, I think running it back with him wouldn't be the dumbest idea in the world. So
No,
But I still think Arthur Smith and our DC got to go. Because I think from what you saw out there, like especially our game, there was a lot of miscommunication happening that costed all of our timeouts, which was dumb.
Well, that wasn't your coaching.
I know, but like it was the helmet issue. But even not even to like that point. But like there was plenty of moments.
Aaron Rodgers' hearing grown out.
Maybe that. But I think there are a lot of times in the season that Arthur Smith had some dumb calls that he did offensively.
Oh yeah.
And I think defensively, we were still good, but I think our DC has just been there a long time, and I think we just need new faces in the building for a fresh slate in Pittsburgh. And nothing about that is saying that I hate these guys. The only guy that should stay is our special team guy because that guy is
Danny Smith.
The guy. He is.
He needs to stay in the NFL.
Good. He can stay in the NFL for a long time because that brother is that guy. But anyway, we're going on next week. I'm ecstatic and very happy now we have this on camera.
I have a few pictures.
Forever and ever. But anyway,
I wish Jesse was wearing a Ravens jersey.
Well, you're not.
We'll see next year, maybe.
Next year, maybe. But anyway, let's get into our first big news of the day. Obviously, we're talking about mostly the Steelers-Ravens, but John Harbaugh has been cut as the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. How do you feel about it?
He's been asked.
As you've been sitting on it for a couple days now. Because this happened Monday?
Happened yesterday.
So it's been a day. So you let it sit on you for a day.
It's been about like 24 hours since it happened. A little over, but I think it was time. I think that this was a necessary thing to do. I just think his message got a little stale. There's reports that he lost the locker room a little bit, or at least like not the whole locker room, but like some of the players he lost in the locker room. And yeah, I mean, I just think that the Ravens' problem is that they didn't have a culture. And I think they lost their identity. And I think a big reason for that is Harbaugh, because he is the head coach. He's the top dog. He's the CEO coach. And it just seems like we've been losing our identity slowly the last 2 or 3 years. And it's just not the same. Like nobody's scared to play the Ravens like they used to be. Like the defense isn't the same, and and the offense struggled this year, but I just think that
can I ask
there needs to be a new voice.
John Harbaugh, was he originally? What kind of coach was he originally?
Special teams.
Special teams. Okay.
He came from
Eagles.
He was a special teams coach for the Eagles under Andy Reid.
That makes sense. And
yeah, I mean, I just think it's time. It's nothing like I appreciate everything that John Harbaugh did. I'm
got a Super Bowl out of it. So
I'm thankful for everything that he's done. The Super Bowl, the consistency, the stability, the constant being in it, the always being one of the favorites and always in the hunt for a Super Bowl. I appreciate all of that like more than anyone could imagine, because there's teams that have never even like sniffed that.
True, very true. And
I think some fans are more harsh, and I think it comes across like they're not grateful, and I just think I think it's just the emotion of being a fan, and it's like we've seen the heartbreak that the Ravens have had to end seasons the last
couple years now.
3 years.
Yep.
And a lot since the Super Bowl. It's been 13 years since they've been in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like they haven't even gotten back to one in the last 13 years.
Yeah, I think it's the expectation for having a top 5 QB in Lamar Jackson, for having a top 10 running back in Derrick Henry, for having, dare I say, a top 15 receiver in Zay Flowers, and a top 10 defense. Some would say.
Going into the season,
they were voted
a lot of
people were like, how does this roster not make the Super Bowl? On paper, it makes sense. And so the fact that you guys ended 8-9 is just kind of baffling. But that's just from the outside view. In context, if you have context, I mean, Lamar was injured halfway through that year. A lot of defensive players were injured halfway through that year. And so there's just a lot of things just didn't go the Ravens' way most of those games. Even there was Cooper Rush starting a couple weeks in there that probably shouldn't have been in the grand scheme of things. But we move on. You have to live and learn from that. And
honestly, when that was happening, I honestly thought you didn't have Tyler Huntley.
I don't think a lot of people thought they had Tyler Huntley. I thought Cooper Rush was the backup.
We had him. He came back after, or I think it was before the Rams game.
So
I think that's when the Browns got rid of him.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The Browns keep on giving their opponents good quarterbacks.
Like this graphic, they've had the third most wins over the last 10 years. They're just behind Buffalo and Kansas City. So like, I love John Harbaugh, but I just think it was time. The message got stale.
Yeah.
His voice was being drowned out by the locker room, and it's just time. Like, some things just run. Like, the time runs out.
Let it be known, as a Steelers fan, as many a times we have seen play John Harbaugh over the years, no discredit to him. That man's gonna be a Hall of Fame coach. There's no denying what he brings to a football team. That's out of the question. But to your point, and I mean, kind of my point with Tomlin as well. I mean, like I said, the writing was on the wall. That eventually it was just gonna get to a point where we need to have a new face in the room, a new face in the building.
The fact that like Tomlin and Harbaugh are there coaching one football team, never mind a football team, any sports team. You make it 18 plus years with one team, that's crazy.
Let me check.
That doesn't happen anymore.
I think.
But
Tomlin made the longest lasting coach now.
He's the long. Yeah, it was him and Harbaugh.
I think he is the last one.
Harbaugh was 18 years, and this is his 19th year.
When did? No, he's not been there that long.
He is the longest tenured head coach in the NFL with one franchise.
Who's the next one after him? If you have that,
I can look.
It's probably
you guys keep talking.
Reid.
I was going to say Andy Reid.
He went to Kansas City in 2013.
I can find
He's
out.
been like
in
12
second.
years.
Just keep talking.
When did Shanahan go to the Niners? 2015.
I don't know.
It was after the Super Bowl.
I think it was like 17 or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. But
keep talking. I'll find it.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know. It's just like.
I remember how weird it was when the Patriots got rid of Belichick.
Yeah, it's that type of thing. Like, it's just like some things, like everything in sports comes to an end. Especially with coaches.
We got a bunch of guys who might be retiring this year. That's going to be weird when it no longer in the league.
But and then what was it? Oh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say that I don't like the people that are like in the media that are saying like, oh, why would you fire Harbaugh? Good luck finding a good coach, or someone better than him. I'm like, guys, that's not the reason. Is not because he's not a good coach. Everyone knows he's a good coach. Everyone, look at his resume. No, that's not the reason they fired him.
And I think
it's because the message was stale. They need a new culture. They need to get their identity back. And Harbaugh's voice was being drowned out.
I also think there's so many good head coaches that are in the coaches carousel.
Yeah, there's so many.
There's gonna be you guys get y'all get a Clint Kubiak.
There's a Clint Kubiak. There's Anthony Weaver. There's
I like the Browns coach.
Brian Flores.
Kevin
Stefanski, yeah.
Who else?
Dable's up there too.
Oh, I have a thing up.
I did see every.
I heard somebody say bring Brian Flores and Dable as a package deal to Baltimore.
Oh, we need
that would be disgusting. That would be disgusting.
Zach Orr's gone. Tunkin. I just combined his name.
You did.
Todd Monken is probably gone too. Because I think wherever Harbaugh goes,
Dable as your OC, and then you have Brian Flores as your DC or coach, but he's running the defense.
Wait, what?
So like
What's
these are the
dude?
top.
Lumpkin?
Yeah.
He's the OC.
This is the top candidates for,
So
or some of
if we
them.
brought in. If
Oh, and
Washington-
also to answer your
if Washington
question-
brought them in.
Answer your question, it is Andy Reid's the second most. He's been on the Chiefs since 2013.
I was about to say it's like he's been there.
Oh,
a long
yeah.
time.
Okay, you got Vance Joseph, DC for the Broncos. Jeff Halfley, DC for the Packers. Chris Shula, DC for the Rams. Jesse Minter, DC for the Chargers. Clint Kubiak, OC Seahawks. Flores, Vikings, DC. Who else do you got? You got, I mean, I would never want this, but you got Cliff Kingsbury.
McCoy. Ooh. Oh, yeah, because Brian Callahan got fired.
He's our interim head coach.
I forgot about that. I forgot Brian Callahan got fired.
You got Kevin Stefanski, but I don't
But
want Kevin Stefanski. He's
Really?
a respected head coach, but yeah, I don't.
I want the guy.
He
I don't
took the Browns to 2 playoffs. You don't think he can do that? with the
Okay, I
Ravens?
don't. I'm gonna say this,
I'm
and
just
this is
saying.
not being disrespectful towards him because I think he's a good coach.
Oh.
I don't want to cast off from the Browns. I'm sorry,
I'm not.
and I want a young, or at least a younger coach.
I think if he would take the
It's very hard to
coordinating
find.
position, I think you should bring him in as a coordinator.
And they said
A
they
defensive
they want to get a coach that can build with Lamar. So my personal new coaching staff.
Also, Clint Kingsbury's on the market too.
I don't want Cliff Kingsbury.
He's on the
He has
market
one
too.
good year, and then the next
He's on
year
the
it's
market
not.
too. I'm just saying.
Hey, he's good with running quarterbacks.
I don't want him.
And you have,
He
dare
can
I
go back-
say, the running quarterback.
He can go back to college, but
Go back to Arizona.
I want.
That's kind of rude.
He was better in college.
That's
It's not rude.
It's a little
It's just
bit.
facts.
It's a little bit. But it's.
I'm not saying the 1 year in Washington was amazing.
His first year was amazing.
I'm not saying that, but
Top
he
tier.
has a history
When
of
he
that, and then the next
I
year
would
is
say-
bad.
When he had a healthy roster, he did well, which is like.
But that's everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
That's where anyone goes, though.
He did that in Arizona. His first year was good,
Yeah.
and then his second year was bad.
That's true.
Yeah.
His first
It's
year
just
in
the
Arizona.
unfortunate pattern that he has in his coaching
Well,
career.
let's keep going through the rest of
But-
the stuff we got going on.
I was gonna say my dream hire would be Clint Kubiak as the head coach, and then you get Jim Schwartz from the Browns as the DC, and then
That you
whoever
okay with from
Clint,
the Browns?
huh? Yeah, because their defense is good.
Just
He would be the DC.
I had to
I'm
ask.
not
I had
gonna
to
lie.
ask.
After what you just said, he's not wrong.
I don't want the cast-off head coach from the Browns.
Okay, then you
I
should have said
asked
that
a
off.
question.
That's what I mean. I mean, we're talking about head coaches. We're talking about head coaches here.
I had to ask.
Is would Brian Flores be that bad of a DC for you?
No, but I think
You just don't like Brian Flores.
No, I love Brian
Who's
Flores.
the Raiders?
I just want an offensive-minded head coach.
I got a defensive quarterback I want.
No, just
That's safe
this
to
is what
post.
I'm saying.
I'm literally joking.
I want an offensive-minded head coach that can build with Lamar, and go for the next 10
Oh,
plus
Patrick
years
Graham.
with Lamar. And then you get Jim Schwartz as your DC, who had arguably one of the best defenses in Cleveland.
Is he leaving? Is he already on the market?
I mean, you can.
If you call up anyone
call
from the
him.
Browns,
Yeah,
that would be willing to
I'm
leave.
just
I
saying.
mean,
I'm
do
just
you
saying.
do you think he would rather be the Ravens DC or the Browns DC? I know he's got Myles Garrett.
I was gonna say that's
I mean,
a lot
he's doing
closer than you
his
think.
thing.
He's
regardless,
also
whether he's in,
he's
whether
also
there or
from
not.
Baltimore.
I'm just saying, if you saying it like what defense you'd rather have, it's a lot closer.
Yeah.
Since he's done a lot of great things with that defense, and I could see him wanting to stay with the defense he's built.
Also,
I'm just saying that
Nagy.
because the Ravens
Never mind, I almost
roster.
said Matt Nagy's up there too, but no one wants Matt Nagy.
No.
That's why I stopped myself.
Another guy I would love is Steve Spagnuolo, but I don't think he's leaving.
No, he's content where he
Well,
is. And
Steve
honestly,
said-
I don't blame him.
Goodness gracious, one bad year in the last how many years he's been there?
Yeah, he's fine where he is.
But,
Honestly, he's probably going to retire a Chief, which, I mean, respect to him.
But yeah, I want Clint Kubiak, Jim Schwartz
I
as
thought
the
there
DC.
a lot of their guys were going to retire there. Like the guy who went to Chicago.
Matt Nagy?
Yeah.
No. Nagy?
Their guard.
Oh, Joe Tooney.
Yeah.
I mean, anything's possible. Who knows?
This is the last time I'm saying.
You
Calm
said
down.
you said who you wanted.
Yeah, you did.
Clint Kubiak and Jim Schwartz. We get it.
And then no, I was gonna.
Oh, you want
say
like
something
17
else.
people.
Okay, there. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna, and then I was gonna say whoever the OC can be, whoever if Clint Kubiak has a guy that he wants. bring him to be the OC.
Okay.
That's
Like
cool.
a young up and coming guy.
Get Joe Brady from the Bills. I don't know. I mean, it's up
Heck
to you.
no.
It's up to you, dog.
No, he ain't leaving Buffalo.
Exactly.
That's the
But anyway, with all these coaches getting fired, 'cause I mean, there's a few that have been fired. Raheem Morris was fired. Kevin Stefanski, which you just talked about. Pete Carroll was fired. John Gannon and John Harbaugh, as we've just talked about. Also with Brian Dable and Brian Callahan as well. What?
What?
Were you saying bless you?
No.
What? Oh my. All right. Anyway, no, it's fine. I don't care. I don't care.
I just want to cue it. That's all.
He just wants to be a part of the episode so bad. Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Cue it up, G.
All right. Now we're gonna, with all the head coaching vacancies, we're gonna rank the best available coaching spot and to the worst coaching spot. The ones that are currently available. So we have the Giants, the Browns, the Ravens, the Falcons, the Cardinals, the Titans, and the Raiders.
Falcons.
So we have seven
Falcons is
Right.
number one.
openings.
Falcons number one.
No, Ravens are number one.
No, Falcons. You're younger. You got a young quarterback in Michael Penix. You got a young running back in Bijan. You got a young wide receiver in Drake London, and a young defense.
I'm going to say something else.
That's very, very
I
good.
think I'd rather have be the Giants head coach than the Falcons head coach.
Yeah, but the Falcons, you have a worse division. You go there and make the Falcons good with the Bucks and the Panthers and the Saints.
The Bucks and the Panthers.
You're
and the
going to be
Saints
good. You're going to be good.
But the
Lions,
Bucks,
Tigers,
Panthers, and
Bears,
Saints
are
are on the up right now.
You're such a dummy.
I think.
You're an absolute dummy.
No,
No, but Michael, in that NFC South, you make the playoffs with an 8-9 record. It's bad.
So you have.
It's bad.
I mean, our division.
I'm sorry. It's
Our
bad.
division.
I'm sorry. You made the playoffs with
10-7. That's a winning record. They went with a losing record. That's not the same thing. It's not the same
It
thing.
was
Stop
close.
looking at me like
Close
that.
enough.
No, I'm just saying their division was probably
What are we
worse,
doing?
but ours was right
What
there.
are
So you say. So
doing?
let me say this: you could go into a coaching
Oh
position
my
with Lamar
God.
Jackson or Michael Penix,
2-time MVP.
If you have an OC,
two-time ACL tear.
if you have an OC that can do well with that
I
quarterback,
think it's the
why
same.
not? And what if the offense? What if he wants to run the offense of Bijan Robinson?
Well, then he'd be the first.
Okay, so
Okay, who's won?
I say
Falcons.
Baltimore.
I would say Baltimore.
Y'all are dumb.
You have Lamar Jackson.
Dumb.
Dude.
That's 29. What are we talking about here?
He's not
And you
38.
have Michael Penix, whose knees are 29.
No, his knees are 40.
Yeah. He's not starting over a
Jesse,
old man.
Jesse, just listen. Can we agree that
I can't wait. I
Lamar-
cannot wait. Okay,
For what?
dude,
whatever.
The Falcons
the,
to lose.
the Ravens core is better than the Falcons. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Kyle Hamilton, and then
Y'all are thinking now,
Mike
and y'all
Green.
ain't thinking longevity. That's what this is.
But how many years
Y'all
are you
are
trying to
thinking
wait?
now.
Jesse,
Y'all are thinking now,
all
no,
of the
okay.
players, all the
And that's
Ravens
fine. If
core
y'all want to
players
say
are under
Ravens,
30.
cool.
I already
If
said-
y'all want to say Ravens,
I already
cool.
said longevity.
That's
I said
cool.
the Giants for longevity
cool.
because you got that defensive line. Plus,
Okay.
you also.
And I'm
got-
not mad about that either. I just think the
Dart.
Falcons, you have better. It's a better ceiling.
Okay, if you
Or better
say,
floor. Let me
if
say
you
better
say
floor.
age-wise, all of the Ravens core players, if you can take Derrick Henry out since he's 30 plus, you could take him out because he's not like one of the
The only
young
person
core.
you can say is Zay Flowers. That's the only person that you can hear you say that matters to me.
What?
Who else?
Their
You
defense
have
is a lot
Kyle
better.
Hamilton. He's like 24.
I said
25.
offense. Defense, I'm not even talking defense.
Those
right
are
now.
core players.
That's fine. That is a core player, but I'm
All
talking
the Ravens
strictly
core
offense
players
right
are
now.
under 30 years old.
But the only thing I was talking about right now is strictly offense. If you want to go defensively, then we can go defensively.
Okay, you have
James
Lamar
Pierce
Jackson,
and Jalen
Derrick
Walker. So what are
Henry,
you talking
Zay
about right now?
Flowers,
What are you talking about right now? You got two rookies.
Bateman. You
What are
have
you talking about? But if you want to say
Mitchell.
Ravens, let's say Ravens. That's fine.
Dude, Michael Penix is only 4
I'll
years.
live on that hill.
Michael Penix is only 4
okay.
years younger
I'll
than
live on
Lamar.
that hill.
Be honest.
You both beat me. You said Ravens, I said Falcons. That's it. Done deal. We're moving on.
But do
That's
you
it.
really think Falcons are better?
Yes. I'll stay on that hill. I'll die on that hill. I don't care. I think any head coach, if Clint Kubiak goes on the Falcons, you're telling me that team is not good?
Good, but
That's not good.
You think they're?
That's not good to you.
You think the Clint
With what
Kubiak
he did with Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Jackson Smith, and Jigba? What are we talking about right now?
I think we're talking about.
What are we talking about right now?
Okay,
Falcons
you think
are
he's
unreliable.
better on the Falcons?
Oh
You would
my
do
God.
better on the Falcons than the Ravens. He has Lamar Jackson as his quarterback
Okay, and that's fine.
and Derrick
They
Henry.
could game manage Michael Penix, and they would still be okay.
I'm not saying they would be bad. They obviously would be a lot
But
better.
y'all already picked
I
Ravens.
don't
That's
think they
fine.
do. They
I
do.
will die on that hill. But if y'all want to pick Ravens, let's move on. That's fine.
I like the up and coming Saints a lot.
Well, they got a head coach.
They got Kellen Moore. They're fine.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not saying they need.
I think Tyler Shuck is gonna be good too. I like Tyler Shuck.
Yeah.
All right, Ravens at 1. So we got the Giant. Who's 2? Giants, Browns, Falcons, Cardinals, Titans, Raiders.
I got the Giants. I like Darnold a lot
I'm
better.
not gonna say anything else. I'm gonna shut my butt up.
Okay. This is the thing.
Malik
I
Willis.
agree.
It's fine. It's
no,
fine.
listen. I'm gonna explain.
I'll die on this hill.
I think the only reason I'm hesitant about the Falcons at this moment is because Jackson Dart has less of an injury history than Michael Penix.
The guy that has early CTE history.
He's got the good kind.
Wow. Okay.
He's got
That's fine.
He's
But
got
that's fine.
Gronkowski's
That's
system.
fine.
Okay, just hear me out. Michael Penix has had injury history since college. He's had multiple shoulder surgeries. He's had multiple ACL surgeries.
That's fine. Like I said,
I know Jackson Dart needs to learn how to protect himself.
I will die
yes.
on this hill.
What-
If y'all want to say
I would
Giants,
like to know.
move
Can
on.
I ask you what do you like about Michael Penix? This is.
I like
just,
Michael Penix, but he is a little bit injury
No, I'm
prone.
just asking
It's
you.
just everyone thinks he's mid, and I'm
He's yet to
I'm
prove us wrong.
surprised with how he did with this offense that is constructed right now. And we're talking about an offense that could still be better constructed.
Yes.
So we finally got to see Kyle Pitts play actually decent football, which nobody expected out of us coming into 2026. So that's crazy. That what you want to say was with Kirk Cousins? I don't care.
I always
I
draft
don't
Kyle
care.
Pitts in fantasy.
But the fact of the matter is that we saw Kyle Pitts play amazingly. We saw Drake London become, some argue, a top 10 wide receiver in football. If you don't want to say top 10, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. But I think he's had a great year where we could put him in that conversation.
Drake London is
Bijan Robinson,
so
there's not much to say on Bijan Robinson. He's the best running back in the league. If you want to say Jahmyr Gibbs above him, that's fine too. It's
He's
a 1A,
a
1B
top 5 running
situation.
back.
I'm not even going to argue with you about that. But the thing of the matter is that we saw this exact team the past season with Kirk Cousins, and it was horrible.
They just won 5 games.
Horrible. No, I'm talking about last year, not this year. Last year. If you want to talk this year, he had his games, he had his moments. But I'm talking last year, before Michael Penix even stepped on the field, they were horrible. And then Michael Penix stepped on the field, and they were actually looking like a decent team that we were talking about going into this NFL season. The Falcons might be a competent football team going into this year.
It's just the
That's where my is
the fact that he's hurt and won't be on the field.
And that's the life of a football player. And that's unfortunate for Michael Penix's career that he was injury prone in college. But he's still a good quarterback. He still can go out there and give you the throws that he needs to throw. And honestly, I think next year, maybe just don't have to pass the ball too much. If it is run through Bijan Robinson, I don't think anyone's going to be too mad about that because Bijan Robinson's a great football player. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to say the Giants because Jackson Dart's a better rookie this year because he's going to have Cam Scatterboom, Malik Nabers next year, and that defense is so young, fine. I'll live with that. I will die on the hill that I think the Falcons' situation's better. But if you want to say the Giants are a better organization, that's fine. I'll live with that.
That's
close. That's me.
I'm just saying it's very close. I agree with all your reasons why the Falcons are a good job.
And
whoever takes the Falcons job is going to have a fun time with that team. I don't know. That's the only hesitancy I would have, but I could live with that.
Also, God forbid they could get another quarterback.
No, I'm saying I could.
They could get a Jones. They could go get a Mac Jones or something, or even like a Malik Willis. And then we'll have a different conversation.
No,
I guess.
I know.
I would love to see them with a more consistent quarterback.
That's the only. I like Michael Penix. I do. I've literally said I like Michael Penix. So anyone that says
I'm over it.
I don't like him is not true. But it's just a hesitancy.
No, but you're right.
when it comes to like the best.
No, you're right. When
available
it comes to the Giants, their floor is a better floor on paper than the Falcons' floor because of Penix.
As someone who has to play them twice a year,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit a little nervous about them. For somehow we always play the Falcons too every year. We play them again next year too.
Can we at least all agree that the Cardinals
Yes.
are dead? No, the Titans are probably dead last.
Oh, I think
Titans are probably dead last.
The Titans are dead last.
Yeah,
Does anybody know what happened to
if they get weapons, it's another
what happened to
conversation.
Cam Ward? Because he ended the game with an injury, and
I don't know.
No, I can look.
He just had a shoulder injury. That's all I know.
I don't know if there's anything like.
I don't know. I
Which-
think
I don't
between the Titans. I don't know.
I like the future of the Raiders too, because I
I
feel
think the Raiders have good pieces, and the Cardinals. Michael Wilson has come on the scene this year. Looks better than
if they
than
trade
Marvin
Kyler
Harrison.
Murray too, they could get. I
Okay.
think they could get an asset from a decent team needing a good game manager quarterback. Like if you guys do move on from Rodgers and get Kyler Murray, I think that would be amazing, and also bring. Imagine if they brought in Kyler Murray and in Cliff Kingsbury.
It would be very funny.
No, I think
It
that would
be
work
very,
well
very
together.
funny. No, it'd be funny. I think it would be really cool to see that. Let's see. Ward was diagnosed with an AG joint sprain in his right shoulder after undergoing tests Monday. It isn't expected to require off-season surgery.
Okay,
so it doesn't need surgery.
Okay, the surgery I didn't know.
Thank God.
I like Cam Ward.
And that's his right shoulder. That's his throwing shoulder.
That's
so
what I heard.
That's unfortunate.
All right, let's get through the rest of these.
Okay.
So so we have Ravens at 1, Giants at 2. I think the Falcons are 3. They can't. I don't think they can be any lower.
I went to put the
Nice.
Browns.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay,
what
now
are we
that-
doing? What are we doing? What are we? Michael, you cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious.
I like the Falcons more than the Browns
I like a lot of teams more than the Falcons. The Falcons just
Good.
No,
Nice.
for head coaching vacancies
yeah.
with the talent that they have.
One of them has one of the best defenders we have seen in a long time.
Yes.
A great future in
And
there.
also, the other team has one of the best running backs we've seen in a long time.
That's a lot less of it's there's been a lot of great running backs in the last 2 years.
Okay, but not many at better than Bijan.
Other than the defense, give me one good reason why the Browns should be over the Falcons.
They don't have any weapons.
They have a lot of draft capital. If I'm going into this year, if you hired me tomorrow to be the head coach of the Cleveland
Michael,
Browns, I'd be excited
what
to
coach
make-
with a sane mind wants to go to the Browns that lose all the time? What sane coach? Stefanski
I'm out of
barely
this.
got them 11
Back
wins.
out.
Barely got them into the playoffs.
They've won with Joe Flacco.
Oh, good night.
They had
I mean,
they had a better
I'll
football
give
team
you the
back then.
Ravens. I will
2
give you
years
the
ago.
Giants. Browns, I will not give
They've
you.
also won a playoff game more recently than
I'm
the
not
Falcons
giving you the
have.
Browns. I'm not giving you the Browns. I'm sorry. That's where my line is crossed.
They did have a better team then than they do now.
Who?
The Browns. When they won, when they went to the
I'm saying they've
playoffs.
won more recently.
Good night.
It's been
I know,
they
but
haven't won a
that's-
game- they
it's
haven't
not
won
a-
a
it's
playoff
not
game
about
since
that.
It's your
2016.
pick. It's your
It's
pick.
not a. It's
And that was
not
when
about
Dan
that.
Quinn was their head coach.
I know it's not about that right now. It's not about the past. Because
I've
the
been bringing-
Browns,
nah, I've been bringing up
the
the past the whole
Browns
time,
2
so
years
it's
ago are
They have
nothing
been.
like
That's why
the
I
Browns
mentioned
now.
It's fine. I've been bringing up the past the whole time, so it's fine. But
Huh?
I've been bringing up the past the whole time, so he can bring that up. That's fine. But I'm.
But when
I-
it comes to the Browns
it's
and the
Browns.
Falcons,
It's the Browns. It's the Browns. It's that you think I'm disagreeing with the freaking Browns?
I think the Falcons are the third best. And then I would probably say
If you want to put Browns 4, I can live with that.
I would say the Browns are 4.
I can agree
I
with
don't think
that.
they're above the Falcons though.
I can agree
Yeah.
with that. I,
If anything, it's Browns, and then I'd say Raiders, Cardinals, Titans.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think the
Because
Falcons.
you don't know what you're getting
Cardinals
from a
and Titans are
quarterback.
really close to me because I feel like you at least have a quarterback for the future with the Titans.
I would say
It's like what
close.
pieces you value more.
But I would say the Titans are slightly worse.
That's what I'm saying. If you value what you value
I
more
think
is
it's
having
their issues are
you have
different.
one.
The Titans have a future quarterback, but they have no weapons. The Cardinals have weapons; they don't have a quarterback.
And the Cardinals have somewhat of a defense, and the Titans really don't.
No,
Nah,
All they have is like Jeffrey Simmons,
I love Jefferson.
yeah, Jeffrey Simmons
and that's it.
and Legarius Sneed,
When he
who
plays.
hasn't been that good. But
I think Snead might be washed at this point.
who knows at this point, man.
Leaving the Chiefs is hard for a player because you get
He
so
just,
used to all those.
as soon as he left, he just fell off the face of the earth.
He did get injured though, so like
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, he hasn't played.
that's what makes it.
That joke got me heated, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know. It's like, damn.
Oh, we almost had another crash out moment for me. Good night.
Yeah, you should be a Falcons fan.
I mean, my family is all Falcons fans, so I gotta vouch for
Oh,
them.
do it.
I gotta vouch. I vouch for them. I think the Falcons are a very good football team.
All right. Now, do you wanna do the? Who do you think's the best head coach candidate available?
For which team?
Just
I think all of them be Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak. If you're any
You
of
don't
these
think it's-
franchises, Clint Kubiak should be your first choice.
You don't think it should be John Harbaugh,
Younger.
especially for
Younger.
all of these teams
Younger.
that have no.
Again,
Culture
you
and are
think
not
now.
stable.
I'm thinking longevity.
Yeah,
Longevity. You want Kubiak because Kubiak's gonna be there for a longer time than John Harbaugh. Not saying John Harbaugh's gonna like freaking retire or die or something like that, but like he's not getting any younger.
no, but he could coach for another like if he wanted to. He
That's
could
just
probably
me.
coach like
That's just
another
me.
12 years.
I would personally have Kubiak as like the number one for all these teams. I think it gets specific depending on what you need. I think specifically like Giants, Ravens, Falcons, or even Browns, you would want somebody with an offensive mind. You want somebody that be able to run those offenses well. But also, I think on some vein, you would want to have a DC because the Giants' defense is young, the Falcons' defense is young. So it really just depends on what you need and what you think is going to make sense for your system. I really do think Kubiak would do well with that Falcons offense. I think he would do really well, and then bring in like if it was like a Brian Flores in as a DC. I think they make some magic down there. I think they do really well. I think
Stefanski in New York.
Stefanski in New York, that could be a conversation. I think it's going from a worse team to a worse team, but at least that team has a better upside because of the offensive pieces and how young the defense is. So he's going to basically a similar situation
What pick did the Browns
per
have?
se, but it's just Jackson Dart instead of Shedeur Sanders.
6, I think.
Who?
Browns. Like it's 5 or 6. I think.
I know we have 7.
Something like that.
I don't know. I just think it's Harbaugh, especially for most of these teams, just
The Browns have
because,
6.
especially for the ones that are open besides the Ravens, most of them are not stable organizations. They don't have a true culture. And I'll give credit, this is what John Harbaugh is very good at. He's good at setting a culture. He's good at getting a franchise.
Mhm.
Like, he's proven that he can take a franchise and have it be a stable, put his culture on it, leader
Yeah.
of men, type of coach, and that's what all of these teams need.
I think, and I don't disagree with you all. I think everything you said there was valid. I think,
I should have been in Vegas.
That was one of them. It was
Vegas.
Giant. I think Giants is the best for him.
and I mean, if he's in Las Vegas, he's playing his brother
yeah,
2
that's
times
the
out of
one.
the year.
I think that's
So
the
that was
reason.
fun
Like,
for him to be able
I
to
think
do
he would
that.
go to
Listen,
the NFC.
He plays the
team.
Chiefs twice a year
And
and his brother twice a year.
yeah, that's not fun.
Now it's time for Super Wildcard Weekend. We're gonna do all of our game picks for Super
We
Wildcard
only got
Weekend.
6, so it's not that much to go.
So now it's time for Super Wildcard Weekend.
Is this going to
game
get towards the
picks.
thing or what? Just
No, we're just
yes,
having fun.
because the regular season pick season is over. And who is the pick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
forgot.
we'll do that again. But
Let's do that.
I'll tell you what
All right.
the final standings for the pick wars for the regular season were Jesse won. He was number 1. He was 177, 94, and 1. And then me and Michael were both tied. We were 2 games behind Jesse at 175, 96, and 1.
Let me tell you, man, it came down to that Steelers-Ravens game, and how much did I
it
want
should
to
be
put
only
the
one
Ravens?
game.
Woo! Baby.
No, because we
That was good.
no. I just went
Because
through
the
'em.
Raiders lost.
Yeah. No, the Raiders
The
won.
Raiders did win. That's
Uh-huh.
right.
That's why it came down to.
That's the one that I needed.
That's why once the Raiders won, it was over.
It was the Steelers-Ravens game for the win, and I got that one too.
Well, no, that was for a 3-way. If we won, it would have been a 3-way tie. But once you won the Raiders game, we weren't gonna win.
Yeah, but the Steelers game put the nail in the coffin for me.
That's what made it a 2-game.
So, shout out to me. I'd like to thank God first of all. Thank you for
he's giving a
giving me the
speech.
wisdom for getting
Oh,
this
boy.
pick. I want to thank my mom for helping me with the Steelers games this year. And
Don't pick the Steelers for half of them.
Yeah, she didn't agree with me, but I did what I had to do. And I want to appreciate these two guys beside me for making a fun regular season pick 'em, because it was close. It was close.
But we do
back
have
and
a
forth
tie.
for a minute. It is a tie for second. So, conversation is we could just do the picks for you two for the wild card weekend, or wins this week. That's definitive.
All right, how
that
about we
makes
just
the most
pick
sense.
one game and then
What game would we pick?
What game would you pick?
I don't know. We
What
can
do
go through
Bills
them.
Jags.
How about this?
Bills Jags wouldn't be horrible.
Okay, how about we go through the picks,
Okay.
and then whatever game, if we have a different pick in a game,
Then we'll go with
we can go with that one.
Bet.
Or we
These-
can pick if there's
but
multiple.
these games effectively do not matter for me because we're done.
No, this is just for fun,
So,
but like
this
the
is just
one
fun at this point.
matchup, we're going to do the picks for fun in the playoffs, but the one game that we pick
That will be the
between me and
definitive.
Michael
Yeah,
is
that'll
going to
be definitive.
determine
Yes,
second.
I agree. Okay. All right.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Now it's time for Super Wildcard Weekend game picks.
All right, and we got 2 Saturday games. So the first game at 4:30 on Fox is the Rams heading to play the Panthers. The Rams are 10.5-point favorites,
Jeez.
which is very much a lot. But
It's a lot for a playoff
it's
game.
not for a playoff game. But I'm going to take the Rams. I think and mind you, these two teams have played each other before. The Panthers came out with a win. The Rams are not going to let that happen again.
Yeah, they're not.
They're
losing
not going to
twice.
let that happen twice in a row.
I think they have Devontae Adams this time too, so
Exactly.
they didn't have him last time.
And there's 2 offensive linemen that they didn't have, and now they're back and they're healthy. So
I think
it's
we all
Rams
picked
landslide.
I think we all picked the Rams.
yeah, it's a Rams land.
I'm assuming. I picked the Rams.
I picked the Rams.
I mean, Panthers. It's a good story. It was a good season.
I like
Young
Bryce Young.
did really
He'll be
well,
tough.
but
Did better than I
you
thought
can
they
only
would.
go so far. It should be the Rams comfortably. Next game, 8 o'clock. We got on Prime Video. We got the Packers playing the Bears. Packers are 1.5-point favorites.
1.5.
1.5.
That's tough.
I think because they have Jordan Love's back.
Jordan Love is healthy, so that
I'm taking the Bears.
makes a huge difference.
I'm the Bear. I like the Bears a lot.
If they had Micah Parsons, I would have taken the Packers. But without Micah, it's hard not to take the
It's hard
Bears.
not to choose the Bears.
So you're taking Bears?
And I also just think with Josh Jacobs being so
Inconsistent.
not inconsistent,
Injured?
Injury, like he's been injured.
He's been dragging a knee and
it's not
ankle
like it's
for
like
a
it's
while.
been like another year where he's been like mid, but it's like
No, they're
after-
trying to. They've been trying to save him,
Yeah.
so he wouldn't make his injury
But
worse.
then when they kept putting him out there, he still was getting injured. So I was like,
That or he just
What more
wasn't.
can you do?
He just wasn't effective
but I think
as he
when you
normally
look at
is.
Chicago, Chicago is the hot team in the NFC North. I think Ben Johnson has really proven a lot this year with the pieces that he has there, and also they get Romadunze back, so now that's another
Yeah.
offensive piece in their weapon for Caleb Williams. And like Michael said, without Micah Parsons, that run game is going to be very inconsistent. And not inconsistent. Without Michael Parsons, that run game will flourish well with Monangai and DeAndre Swift. So give me the Bears for that one.
Yeah,
But Sunday, we got 3 games for Sunday. First game at 1 o'clock, we got the Bills playing the Jags. Bills are 1.5-point favorites. The fact that this game is at 1 o'clock is actually annoying.
this is my. I
This
like
should be
this
8
game a
o'clock.
lot.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This should be 8 o'clock.
I like
Chargers
this.
Patriots
Is
could be 1
yeah,
because this is gonna be a good game.
yeah. I think
And
they
I don't know
should
who
have
to
switched.
choose. I've been back and forth on this one since the playoff thing was officially set. So I don't know who to choose at this point.
Just push him.
I'm trying to.
So who wants to go first?
Just give him a good push.
There.
I was trying to. I couldn't reach him.
Who wants to go first?
I'll
Who
kick
has
you,
the
dude.
pick?
I'm picking the Jags.
Ah.
You know what? This is what I said. This is Josh Allen's first year without having Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow all in the playoffs. He's better to win. He's got no excuse not to be in the Super Bowl this year.
You taking the Bills?
I'm taking the Bills.
Oh.
Everyone, like one person, or I agree with that. And I think if he doesn't win the Super Bowl, it's his biggest failure of his career.
I'm calling this the same thing as I called the 2023 playoffs for the Detroit Lions. But yeah, like when they lost to the 49ers in the playoffs, that was their shot in their...
My cat is annoying, bro.
He just wants to be on the show.
My cat's annoying.
It's fine. You know, he just...
You know, like, you love your animals, but sometimes they just...
near it to scare it away.
They make you so mad that you... Sometimes I just want to, like, throw them outside.
You'd be a father.
That's a crazy turn.
I'm just saying. I would never do that to my children, but, like,
gracious,
my
bro.
animals...
It's called timeout.
Because your kids will listen to you eventually.
Can I tell you where I'm conflicted?
What?
Hopefully we're picking this game.
But like...
It's like a 50-50.
The Jags, I believe, as of right now, the Jags have... I believe they're number 1 in rush defense.
Oh, it's in Jacksonville, too.
And the Bills have the number 1 rushing offense. So, if they stop James Cook, and Josh Allen has to throw the football, which he can't do. He's elite. He's elite.
Their
So there's
pass
no
defense hasn't
denying
been
that.
crazy, though.
Yeah. So he could do it. He's elite. But you need you want James Cook is a factor that you want to have winning this game.
But if
fair,
James Cook isn't effective, the Bills are not effective.
Yeah,
But you also have a player
Josh
who's
Allen
also
can still
very
do it.
ineffective. Like, but not ineffective.
This year, if James Cook isn't playing well, and they can't run the football, they're not that great of an offense. They're not. Like, James Cook is their best weapon. If your best weapon is ineffective, you're probably going to struggle somewhat.
But James Cook is the top 5 right
You can say the same thing about...
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he's their best weapon.
We can also say the same thing about the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They
Who
have,
would you say their best weapon
wide
is?
receivers
Who would you-
are 1,000 times
Who would
better
you say
than
their
the
best
Bills.
weapon is, though?
Who's the best one in offense?
I would say total weapon is ETN.
Okay.
He's been...
That's probably the only person, because if you said BTJ,
He's been
I would
very-
not disagree with you. I would disagree with you strongly.
I was
But
going to say,
Jacob-
Brian
they
Thomas
have-
Jr. has been very, like, hit or miss all season.
But I'll take him.
From
I'll
what
take
he did
him,
last
Jacoby Myers, and Parker.
That's what I'm saying. He had a great year last year. I love...
Okay, but this is the thing. I'll take BTJ, Jacoby Myers, and Parker Washington, along with Brenton Strange, over all of the Bills receivers.
Dude, they've got some amazing tight ends. And
Dalton Kincaid.
they
is
have
a
an
dog.
MVP still in Josh Allen.
Dalton Kincaid is still a dog.
I think
I'm
in
gonna
the
s-
Jags defense is 10 times better than the Bills.
That I won't deny.
But Josh Allen's taken some of these teams that are just like this in the playoffs and fought hard against one of the better teams in the Chiefs.
Here's the thing. Effectively, this game
Ravens.
doesn't matter if I choose it, so it's not like I have much to worry about. But I want to see Josh Allen succeed, so I'm gonna pick the Bills.
We did.
I love
not trying to bring
Josh
up-
Allen's story.
I know this
I
is
love
week
how good
one.
of a quarterback
All right,
he
fine.
is,
This
but-
is the game that's going to decide it. I'm picking it
Why
right
do you
now
want this one?
because I love this game. I feel good. I feel good about the Jags.
You guys have to shake hands for it to be official.
I'm
That's be on
gonna
camera.
think about the other game. Like,
Okay,
I
okay.
forget who else the other
Let him
matchups
think
are.
about it.
But
You gotta think about it. There are other good games on this one. The next one I'm about to say is a good one.
What?
49ers Eagles.
I just think it's more.
Let me just cue it up and then we'll talk about it.
It's literally 50-50.
Next game we got the 49ers playing the Eagles. Not 49ers. Philly are 4.5-point favorites. It's a 4:30 game. How we feel
Philly's the
about it?
favorite.
Philly's favorite.
It is in Philly, so.
Oh, that is
So that
true.
does out a little.
And the last time we saw the Niners, they
This is
didn't
also
look
a good
good.
matchup. This is also very
To be fair, the last time we saw the Eagles, they didn't look good.
They didn't play their starters.
No, I'm talking about the week before.
Did they not? What was the week before?
Not the one against Washington. He's talking about the one against Buffalo.
Yeah.
Where
It was not-
Hurts threw 110. Barkley had a 68.
Okay, well,
rushing.
that
was
neither team
It
played
wasn't,
well.
but it wasn't a great game by the
Thank
Bills.
you.
By the Eagles is what I'm saying, and that was the last game we saw from them.
I'm just saying the most recent game we saw from the 49ers.
It's the same thing for the Eagles.
I understand why the Eagles favorites.
I'm not blaming saying that's makes no sense, but
Let's just get through. Who y'all choosing?
I'm choosing the Niners.
Eagles.
Golly.
In the link, I don't think this 49ers team is gonna.
See, I agree with you in that retrospect. If it was the same Eagles team as last year, but it's not the same Eagles team as last year.
I've been loving Brock Purdy this year.
And it's not. And I mean, yeah, has their O line been riddled with injuries this year? Yes. Has Barkley had a down year this year? Absolutely. But I think you have to. Oh, this is so tough because the Eagles have their culture is winning. They have a culture of winning.
It is the playoffs.
It's,
you know what Hurts does in the playoffs?
He wins. That's what he does all the time. But also, we can say the
Don't
same
shake
we
your
can
head.
say the same
It's
about,
facts.
You
Brock
can say
Purdy's
the
been to the
same
Super
thing
Bowl,
about
too.
Brock Purdy.
Has he
When
won a
he's in the
Super Bowl?
playoffs, He's been
No,
to a
but he
Super
won.
Bowl.
I'm just saying.
Neither one of them won their first Super Bowl,
Okay, Hurts has won a Super Bowl though.
and this is Purdy's chance.
Purdy's been to
One
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and lost to Patrick
I mean,
Mahomes too.
When he should have
he
won.
almost had a shot in the NFC Championship game if he didn't break his MCL.
Yeah,
Tears
Tears it.
UCL.
Same thing. Whatever. Whatever.
He had a Tommy John.
Whatever. I'll probably take the Niners on this one, but I don't feel good about it.
Okay, I'll say
I don't
this.
feel good about it.
Pick a game, Michael.
I will. Give me a minute.
Between these two.
Games. I have
Between
two other
these
games
two.
that
We
you
have
might
two other
want to
games.
talk about.
Oh my god. Okay.
Let's go through the games. Like
That's what you said from the jump. You said we'll pick a game out of the games I said.
These are the two best games to
Do I-
pick from.
Yeah. I mean, Packers Bears. Some people say it could be a good game.
we all picked the
We
Bears.
picked the Bears. We all picked the Bears.
Just saying.
It's got to be one that we pick
All
different.
right, let me just get through the rest of the games. All right.
Just let him finish, and then we'll I just
All
want
right,
to hear what.
Sunday
I'm letting him
night
go.
on NBC, we got the Chargers playing the Patriots. Patriots are 3.5-point favorites. Patriots not even a question.
Patriots.
They should curb stomp the Chargers.
Patriots.
All right, and then Monday night, 8:15, we got the Texans coming to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Houston's are 3-point favorites. I'm still rocking with my Steelers. Whether we win or lose, I'm rocking with them now. I got to. They're in the playoffs now.
I'm taking the Texans.
If we win, we win.
I'm taking the
If
Texans.
we win, we win. It could be. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the same thing, but like if we pull off like a Jaden Daniels beating the Lions type game, bro, I lose my mind, bro. Because I'd be like, no one expects us to beat them.
I'm just gonna say one thing.
Hmm.
The Texans' defense is way better than the Lions.
Am I gonna disagree with that? No. That's why I said it'd be improbable if we win.
It would be more comparable.
Also, the Lions were missing like their entire defense.
And again, I
Well, to
say
be
it'd
fair,
be
they have their-
improbable if we win.
I'm just saying.
It's the same
It'd be
stakes.
crazier than
Nobody
that.
thought the Commanders were going to win,
No.
but the Commanders won. Nobody thinks the Steelers are gonna win. If we win, that's crazy.
That is.
That's
I mean,
it.
that statement is true.
That's it. I'm rocking with my team till the end. And if this is where we go out, this is where we go out. Milo, why you gotta do this? Why you gotta be on camera? Just sit, man.
We'll slap you
You
across the
alright?
room. Anyway,
Right, where you at? All right, that's all I
my point is still stands.
Make your pick.
So it's between the Bills
We
game
could've
and
just
the.
done this
So it's the
minutes
Bills and
ago.
Niners game?
Yeah.
Okay. Make your choice.
Yeah, it's up to you. I'm
let's do
I'm
Bills
confident in
game. Let's
neither.
do
game.
Bills game.
Bills Jags. That's the game. All right. Bills,
I'm
Jags
more confident in the
For
Bills than I am
second
the
place
Niners.
and pick them this year. Let's go. All right.
I'm very confident in the Jags.
So you want to do? What is your X Factor thing? What was that? What was that supposed to talk about with that?
Basically, like
X Factors
like
for each game.
yeah, like what do you think is the biggest? What do
Oh, I
you
can
think
go
would
through
be
mine.
the
I can go through mine real
biggest
quick.
determining factor in each of these
I
games?
could go through mine real quick. Mine's very simple.
I'm gonna look at the games.
Rams Panthers. Rams offense has to be humming. That'd be the X factor. If their offense isn't humming, there's an issue. Panthers. Bryce Young has to have a stellar first game as a rookie in the playoffs to somehow get a game. And also, I think their defense has to play well. But I'm gonna say Bryce Young. Packers.
Same thing.
It could be like a player or
Yeah.
like a
I feel like it's the same
aspect
thing
of
for
the game.
the Bears. It's his first playoff game. You don't know what you're going to get from him.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I agree.
so.
I think Packers.
Are we going game by game right now?
Yeah. I was just gonna put out mine and then you guys say yours, but I guess we can go game by game.
Thought we were doing that.
Okay,
So
let's go game by game. Rams,
Okay,
Panthers
go
first.
back to the Rams.
Rams Panthers. I still think it's the Rams offense. Panthers would be Bryce Young.
I think it's the Rams defense because that's what's been having more issues as of late. They were having a lot of issues when it came to the what's it called? The Falcons defense, the offense. They were letting them cook all over them.
But again, I don't think they're gonna let that happen again.
I know that, but that's a big. If they don't do it, then they fix something.
Yeah, but they probably did fix something.
I think it's Panthers. It's the Bryce Young in the pass game, and then Rams. I think it's the Rams run game.
I changed my mind. I think if Rico Dowell has a game.
I think it's
Rico Dowell has a game.
If Bryce Young can connect with his receivers consistently, and then if the Rams can get the run game going.
Packers, Bears. Packers, I think, is going to be Jordan Love. Jordan Love has to have a masterclass game coming back from injury. And even I would also say the defense as well. I think without having Micah Parsons there, it's going to be very hard to stop this Bears offense. And we've seen them do it before. But you hope that the Packers defense can still hold them up, that Jordan Love can still keep them in this game as much as they can. And the Bears, I mean, it's Caleb Williams, like Michael said, Caleb Williams' first time in the playoffs. You have to expect that he's going to be good.
Not rookies, but like
first
young
time
guys
in the playoffs, yes.
Young guys in the playoffs, it's not always easy.
Yeah. And also, I'd probably put Ben Johnson in there as well. He has to have a good game script. I think if he has a good game script and he has a great game plan for his team going into this game, I think they'll be fine.
I think the biggest X factor for whoever wins this football game is if the Bears can consistently run the football.
That is also true.
If they can consistently run the football with Swift and Monangai, I think that just opens up their pass game immensely, and they basically could do whatever they want to the Packers.
And especially having Roma Dunze back is going to be a big factor for that too.
Yeah.
Bills, Jags, I think it comes down to the quarterback play for both of them. I think Josh
agree.
Allen and Trevor Lawrence both are the X factors. If they both don't have good games, one or the other, then that's where the teams will win.
Yeah.
Me personally. If you want to say James Cook, I mean, you can say that too. If you want to say Travis Etienne, you can say that too.
Which is exactly why, like, I'm not trying to, that is kind of why I did go towards, if it's going to come down to the quarterbacks, I trust Josh Allen a little bit more than Trevor Lawrence as a, like,
and I see your point.
Success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Neither one of them made the Super Bowl, so we can ignore that factor in it. It's like not.
They both have playoff wins under the belts.
But Josh Allen.
True.
One of them beat a team.
Trevor Lawrence one was a crazy one because he beat Justin Herbert after losing 28-0. So
that is true.
And those were the worst.
I do think
that was probably the worst team he had.
No, these Jacksonville's had some horrible teams.
No, with Trevor Lawrence at quarterback.
Yeah.
That's the worst team he's had.
I think his rookie year was the worst.
Yeah, his rookie year was worse.
That's when he had Urban Meyer. But I agree. I think it comes down to the quarterback play and whoever doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah. Niners, Eagles. Niners for me is Christian McCaffrey. I think as well as he's played all year, I think it really will have to come down to how well they use him. And I think the Eagles, it's their defense.
I was going to say,
if their defense does not have a stellar game against, because of how hot the 49ers are coming off of, yes, they did lose to the Seahawks 13-3 in the last game of the season, but I don't expect Kyle Shanahan to let that be that way going into this game, especially knowing their history against the Eagles. But the Eagles defense doesn't do well against the 49ers offense.
Can I say it? Like, I feel like it's a little bit of, like, I like what you said, but I'm going to switch teams.
It's your opinion.
It's going to come out. I feel like it's going to come down to Saquon Barkley and the 49ers defense on how they handle it.
That's true.
The games that Saquon Barkley has good games are way better for the Eagles than the ones where like they pass more. When I've seen Jalen Hurts and what's his name, AJ Brown's had good games, but then the team's lost.
Yeah, I agree. I could see that as well.
It's just funny how that's worked out a lot.
Yeah, I mean. I think that's more regular.
Very comfortable in that jersey.
He does. He looks. What
do you want me to do? Be like,
you look handsome.
You mean like itchy the whole time?
We were complimenting you. We were both complimenting you.
I don't want to be complimented in this.
Why not? You look good.
I'd rather you say I look ugly right now.
No, that's normal.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather say I look
That's
hideous.
Hey, keep talking.
But
we got
my X factor is the trenches.
that is true.
I think whoever
That is
wins.
true.
I think whoever wins the line of scrimmages on both sides of the ball wins this game.
I agree, absolutely, and especially with them getting Trent Williams back, that would be a really big factor.
And considering the Eagles' O line has not, I mean, injuries plays a part, but they have not played up to the standard that they set.
All right, let's
They've been known for having their offensive line, and it's not been.
let's speed up these last two. Chargers, Patriots. Patriots, I think, would be Drake May. I think Drake May has to have a stellar game. Chargers, I think, would be the
Drake May.
Drake May. And then the Chargers, I think Milo's right there. It's just him.
Oh, Milo's right there.
Yeah, I'm saying that's him.
Oh,
It's just him making that noise.
I thought there was someone in the room.
Chargers, honestly, I think it could be their O-line in the run game. Me personally, I think the O-line, as
It's gonna be
bad
tough.
as it has been, and knowing that they got Milton Williams back, which is gonna suck for the running game, if they can hold the trenches long enough and keep Justin Herbert from dying out there, they could win a game.
If he plays like he did
They
against
could
the
win
Eagles
a game.
with that offensive line,
Yeah.
they can.
They can win a game. I don't think they're gonna get they're not gonna get far. No, but they could win a game.
I think it comes down to what Justin Herbert we get.
That is also
Is it the postseason Justin Herbert that we've seen,
with 4 interceptions.
or
in the game.
is it the regular season Justin Herbert?
Which
Don't.
It comes down to if he turns the ball over or not
Yeah. All right. And
with
the
that defense.
Texans Steelers.
what is it going to come down for the Steelers? I'm gonna.
I think it's A-Rod. I think honestly, what A-Rod will be getting that night. Me personally,
I want to see him come on out of the tunnel, fresh off a perk with.
he's gonna hold the American flag.
That's what you don't. You don't.
I
want
don't
that.
want that.
You want him. You want
If
like.
he did that,
Yeah,
I would
and
be,
then
I would be
everything-
scared.
everything-
I
went
want
wrong.
to see. Just one of your coaches come out with a full-on box of smelling salts off the sideline. Just have that ready for him. If he's got that,
I think
can run through a
honestly,
wall.
I mean, A-Rod was my answer, but I think me personally, I think it's Kenneth Gainwell. If Kenneth Gainwell has a good, solid game receiving and rushing, I feel like we can do
I have a
well
good
against
one.
the Texans defense.
can
I have a good one.
yeah.
Or a couple.
I have one for the Steelers that I feel like it's going to be T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
He's been always been a big game changer for you guys, and he's been kind of like taking the back step, like
Back
He's
seat.
getting old. He's getting old. Let's
like-
not push the gun. He's old.
He is 30.
He's old. I'm not going to disagree with
He's
it.
getting. I wouldn't say he's old, but he's getting older.
Yeah, it's just,
I mean, you just see the difference
To
with
be
how
fair,
he's
he's
been
taking
playing
a-
this year with
he's
how
taking a-
Heisman's been playing this year.
yeah.
Oh,
but that
Highsmith is
very
better.
different,
I
and
think
he's
he's better
younger.
now.
Yeah.
which is weird because he's a lot older.
Exactly. So,
Highsmith?
what do you expect?
Highsmith's younger than Watt.
Highsmith, I thought was
No.
Is he not?
Highsmith's
Oh, that-
younger.
He's
Uh,
older?
no Highsmith.
No, Highsmith is for
I'm gonna-
sure
I'm-
younger.
I'm gonna be
I'll
honest-
double check and make
yeah.
sure.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I meant Hayward.
Hayward is older.
That's
yes.
what my brain.
Highsmith
my-
is 28.
Okay, he's only a couple
Talent
TJ
years.
Watt's
Lost.
31.
30 years. Okay.
So take that as you will.
I think my X factor is the Steelers O line. Can they hold up?
That is true. That is very.
The Texans have an amazing. They have
And
two
then-
of the top 10 players in sacks this year.
And then
Top five.
can DK be effective against that secondary?
It's like I said, man. Of all the teams I wanted to play,
What does it take for the
I
Texans?
did not want to play this Texans team.
Would you rather play the Bills?
I would
Huh?
have wanted the Bills.
Oh, I would have.
And the only reason I would have wanted the Bills is because the Bills are not going on a hot streak. I don't think the Texans have lost
They're
up until this point.
they've been
Since
winning. Yeah.
November 2nd, they haven't lost a game.
Who's the last team that beat them?
Denver.
Who's before that?
What, the win or the loss?
Lost.
Seattle.
I'll say this.
Teams.
Exactly.
I'll say this. I think
Good night.
I was rooting personally.
Jacksonville.
I was rooting for if the Ravens made the playoffs. I wanted the Bills to get the 5th seed because the Texans are the team that I wanted to play the least.
And mind you, bro, they were 3-5. That was week 9.
They started 0-3.
I wanted TJ to come back.
Night.
They started 0-3 and they finished
that's why.
11-2
I think if Kenneth Gainwell has a good game,
or 12-2.
I really think he's the X factor for us to win, for sure. But I also agree. I agree with your point. I think DK Metcalf, what we're gonna get out of him, and also I agree with your point with our O line. If our O line has a good game, I think that's definitely a game changer in that moment. No, you said TJ Watt, not DK.
I said DK and the O
you
line.
also said so that's where my lines got crossed. But anyway,
Think about it. This really quick.
Yes,
The
go ahead.
Texans started 0-3. They finished the year 12-2.
It's disgusting. 12-5.
You know, it's funny.
No, they started 0-3. The rest of the year they went
only lost 2 games
12-2. This episode is presented to you by Dubby, energized without the crash. Get clean, jitter-free energy with Dubby Energy. No sugar, no calories, no artificial dyes. Use code THETRIPLETHREAT, all caps, for a special deal at checkout. Power up with Dubby Energy today.
What's up? And then shout out Whole Strength. Wear your faith with purpose. At Whole Strength, we're more than just clothing. We're on a mission to spread the gospel through what we wear, through faith-driven design, building a community of believers, and representing your belief with pride. Use code TRIPLE10 for an exclusive discount. Join the movement and wear your strength in Christ with Whole Strength. Bible verse of the episode is Revelation 3:15 through 16. Yeah, I went Revelation with it.
We went Endgames for it. Well, I guess it is Black Monday.
We're going Endgame.
What was it?
We're going Endgame with it. So that's what we're doing. Revelation 3:15 through 16. And you'll understand why I picked this verse once I read it.
I mean,
You will understand.
yeah,
The Bible study yesterday. Yeah.
that was fun.
That's what
That's
we're
C4.
getting into it. Yes, sir. Shout out.
15-16.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta read it, dang.
I know your works. You are neither cold nor hot. Goodness gracious, ESV. With that you would either cold or hot. So because you are lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth.
Dang.
So I remember reading this verse.
No lukewarm.
I remember reading this verse when I was 10, but I didn't really.
You got to be all in for the Lord.
Yeah.
No lukewarm.
That's basically. You can't just let me
Oh, my bad.
get into my gist.
I'm sorry.
man.
Go ahead.
Goodness gracious.
I forgot. You spit bars.
I don't spit bars. Don't stop doing that. But this verse in its entirety is basically what Jake said. It's
I didn't mean to steal your thunder there.
Just let's keep going.
But no, I was just gonna go off of what we were talking about yesterday. So yesterday at Bible study, we were talking about we were in Haggai about the prophet telling them that they weren't doing anything to build the temple up after it was basically the context was that the temple of God was destroyed by a nearby tribe. Mm-hmm. And so nobody was trying to build up the temple again. Everybody was trying to get themselves ready, so much so that the temple wasn't getting rebuilt. And so because the temple wasn't being rebuilt, God was negating the blessings of their stuff because God wasn't a priority.
Mm-hmm.
So the basis of what he was talking about is that we have made God so not much of a priority at this point. He was saying it like, do we really love him? Because in the culture that we live in, it's a fast-paced life we live. We got to get stuff done. There's no time in the day. You got to go to work. You got to do this. You got to do that. And so sometimes, and we're all victim to it because we're not perfect. We fall short. We don't read our Bible. We don't pray. All those things. So he wanted to remind us that we need to make God a priority. And how do we make him a priority? Is that we need to make him, like, he needs to be the first thing on our mind when we wake up and the last thing on our mind before we go to bed, type deal. So this verse, I brought this up because what you saying, we want to be all in for the Lord. But also, one of the things I was thinking about when I was reading this verse, as I was doing a lot of reflecting of 2025, and not that I'm not good. And when I say this, don't take this the wrong way.
Okay.
The podcast was more serious to me than God.
Wow.
Last year, and in some way, that
I
was
can
good. That most
agree with that.
Huh?
I said I could agree with that personally.
I think there was so much we wanted to do, so much that we wanted to achieve, and we achieved a lot. I mean, we have a lot of viewers now. We have a good following. We're getting a good following.
More consistency in our product.
in what we do. So that's a good thing. But I got away from the point of it all, which is to bring glory to God in what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year, and like this is 2026, Jesse talking, like I've been lukewarm from 8 years old until I was 18 and I walked on to Black Rock Retreat for the first time. And at this point, I don't want to be lukewarm no more. I want to be on fire for Jesus. That's what I want this year. I want to be on fire for the Lord, and I want to be everything I do for the glory of God. And I know we've talked about this many times since we got into 2016. Wow. Good night.
That was 10 years ago.
But
Good year.
yeah,
That was a great year.
Like I said, I've been so lukewarm so much of my life, and I haven't taken God seriously. Then I want to take Him as seriously as I should, and not only because I should be, because I am a believer, but I read Revelation for a reason. Like, it's getting to
more real.
Day in and day out. Jesus is coming back, and we need to take that seriously. There's a point where we have to be like, Jesus is coming back soon, and He is coming for the church, and you need to be ready. Because if you're not ready and you won't and all that stuff, and I'm not gonna get into the theological arguments about the rapture,
the fire and brimstone,
pre stuff and post stuff and all that. I'm still learning. I had a conversation about Revelation a couple of days ago, and we were still really getting into it. So I'm learning more about it. I'm learning because I never read Revelation.
Not really
because I get scared of Revelation. When I was a kid, I was scared of Revelation because I don't want to know what happens with the end times. But as an adult, it's we need to take it more seriously because we're here. Not here literally. I'm not saying this is the end times, but it feels like it every day. Every day passes that we're getting closer and closer to Jesus' return. So that's kind of why I brought that verse up. I don't want to be lukewarm no more. Me personally, I'm not gonna speak for you two because, like I said, you guys are on your own spiritual journeys. I'm not saying y'all want to be lukewarm, but what I'm saying is that I can only speak for myself. That is up to you guys. I just don't want to be stagnant because I've been stagnant for so long in my life. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I was kind of the same way for a while, and sometimes I let certain I let certain things overtake me being being lukewarm and not being on fire for God the way I should be. But I definitely agree. I want this year to be a different me in the best way possible. I want to be on fire for God, and I want us three to be like that together, and obviously on our separately as our own spiritual journey.
Even together.
I want us to be I want us to do that that kind of stuff together, and grow more together as a group.
Yeah, I think that's where we can be more accountable as brothers in Christ and be like, hey, did y'all read your Bibles today? Hey, did you guys pray today? Hey, did you go to church today or go to Bible study at some point this week?
And do stuff together when it comes to our Bibles, reading our Bibles.
And that's the point
talking about
that's
stuff.
The point I really want to hammer home. This podcast is not the end all be all.
Yeah.
Talking about football is not the end all be all.
It's fun.
We love talking about it. It's the one thing that us three can have good conversations about, heated debates about, hot takes about.
We're passionate about
it. But at the end of the day, this will not be here.
No.
We're going to heaven to see God. We're going to be with God forevermore. And we want to bring as many people along for the ride as we can. That's the point. So when I say I'm not saying this to say we're not going to take the podcast seriously. We will still be doing our regular content. But the fact of the matter is that we want this podcast to be something that you see three men that are on fire for Jesus, but still talk about the NFL. That's what we want. That's my vision, and that's what I want to see us become.
Yeah.
So I can't be lukewarm. I legit like thinking about
Same.
being lukewarm is sickening to me. So that's just where I'm
Same. And I want this podcast to be like everything that we do. That it should.
We can want to succeed in this, but not like be the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I want this podcast and like everything else we do to be glorifying God.
I agree.
And
Amen.
that's what the first, like, people will get like, oh, these guys are like, okay, let me rephrase that. The first thing that people get from our podcast is that we are on fire for God. We love God. We're Christ followers, and we also love football as the secondary thing. Like, yes, are we a football podcast? But yes, but
It's
we're
like
we're
Denzel
a
Washington
we're a
said,
Christ
like-
podcast. We're a faith-based podcast first. So, yeah, I mean, I want us to do that. I want us to be more intentional together and accountable for like each other as
Do we know
our
what,
own
I agree.
spiritual
Yeah.
journeys. So,
Do we
yeah.
know what that looks like yet? No, but we'll find out. We have time.
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it
We
out
can
as
figure that
life
out.
goes on. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Before we get into the end of this episode of the Triple Threat Podcast, guys, leave your game predictions down in the comments below. We want to know who you guys are picking for a Super Wildcard Weekend. Let us know who you guys think is going to move on to the divisional, who you're excited to see, what matchups you want to see, who the Denver plays or who the Seahawks play going into next week. And also, keep watching our stuff for more NFL content and more. Michael, do you have anything else before we call it a night?
Nope.
Jake, do you have anything else before we call it a night?
Nope.
All right, here's what an outro, brother. We're good.
That's going to wrap up this video of the Triple Threat Podcast. Make sure you go check out our channel. We appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when all of our videos drop. We will see you guys next episode. God bless y'all. Peace.